Orange County, California. A $6 million mansion glowing under golden hour light. 29 candles on a cake that cost more than most people make in a month. Everyone's laughing, phones up, recording the perfect birthday moment for 29-year-old Ryan Caldwell. Real estate heir, golden boy, the son every father brags about. Then his 26-year-old sister, Kayla, leans across the table with that ice-cold smirk. She slides a wrapped box forward like she's passing a death sentence. Happy birthday. To another man's mistake. Dead silence. Forks freeze mid-air. Mom's smile dies instantly. Dad looks like he just got shot. The ribbon rips open. Inside, a 23andMe DNA test. 72 hours later, that clip hit 48 million views. Twitter exploded. TikTok crashed. The entire internet screamed one question. Was Kayla just being a vicious bitch? Or did she just blow up a 30-year lie in front of the whole world? If you're watching this right now and you haven't smashed subscribe yet, do it. Comment the city you're watching from, because what you're about to see next will make you question every single person sitting at your family table. And trust me, you cannot afford to miss what comes next. Meet Ryan Caldwell. 29 years old, 6'2", born with a silver spoon so shiny it blinded everyone around him. Grew up in Newport Beach. Private pilots for family vacations. Trust fund that hit 7 figures before breakfast. Dad is Richard Caldwell, legendary real estate king who turned dirt into hundreds of millions. Ryan was the chosen one, the heir, the son who would carry the empire. Harvard degree by 22, Lamborghini in the garage by 23. Girls who look like Instagram filters begging for his attention. Life was scripted perfection. Until his 29th birthday. Until that smirk. Until those 6 words from his own blood. Another man's mistake. Imagine it. You're sitting at the head of the table, everyone you love staring at you, and in 1 second, the entire foundation of your existence turns to quicksand. The man you called dad for 10,585 days might not be your dad at all. The empire you were promised? Maybe never yours. Your last name? Could be a 30-year fraud. Every memory, every I'm proud of you, son, every Christmas morning, poisoned. That's not just embarrassment, that's soul murder. That's waking up in your own life and realizing you might be the stranger. And the worst part? Ryan had zero clue this was coming. He trusted them completely, and trust is the most expensive mistake a man can ever make. Most men will never feel this knife, but every single one watching right now just felt it twist, because deep down, you've always wondered the same thing Ryan did that night. What if everything they told me about who I am is a lie? Here's the brutal reality 99% of men will die without ever facing. You have no fucking idea whose blood is actually running through your veins. You call him dad because that's what they told you. You carry his last name like it's a badge of honor. You fight for his approval. Build your whole identity around being his son. And you do it all on blind faith. That's the sheep mindset. The sheep trust the story they were sold. The sheep stay comfortable inside the lie because the truth is too terrifying. The sheep die at 78, still bragging about a bloodline that was never theirs. Then there are the wolves. The wolves don't trust. The wolves demand proof. The wolves would rather burn the entire family tree to the ground than live one more day inside a delusion. Ryan Caldwell spent 29 years as the perfect little sheep. Private jets, boardroom handshakes, yes sir to a man who might have been wearing a mask the entire time. He was comfortable. He was respected. He was completely fucking blind. And in one single moment, Kayla ripped the wool off his eyes with surgical cruelty. She didn't just humiliate him. She forced him to evolve. She took the sheep and turned him into the most dangerous wolf in the room. Because now Ryan knows the truth. Trust is suicide. Blood isn't loyalty. And the second you stop questioning the story they gave you, you've already lost the game. Most men watching this will close the video right now and go back to being sheep. They'll keep calling him dad. They'll keep chasing approval from people who might be total strangers. They'll stay weak. But the 1%, the ones who actually deserve the empire, they're ordering the test tonight. They're becoming the wolf. Ryan had to get publicly executed to wake up. You just got the gift for free. Don't waste it.
3 weeks after that birthday massacre, the envelope arrived. Plain white. No logo on the outside, just Ryan's name and a barcode that felt like a death warrant. He locked himself in the penthouse bathroom, phone on silent, heart slamming so hard he could hear it in his teeth. Clicked View Report. The page loaded. Paternal lineage, Caldwell, 0.0%. Maternal lineage, confirmed. Predicted father contribution, none detected, 0%. Not 12%, not 0.1%. Absolute fucking zero. Ryan stared at the screen until the numbers burned into his skull. 29 years of love you, son. 29 years of Christmas mornings, graduation hugs, the proud handshake when he closed his first 8-figure deal. All of it built on a ghost. He took the screenshot with shaking hands, sent it to one person. That person leaked it. Within 4 hours, it was everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Reddit front page. The image? Stark black background, 23andMe logo. Giant red box screaming 0% beside Richard Caldwell's name. Caption, someone added, when your sister roasts you into another bloodline. 2.1 million likes in under 12 hours. Strangers tagging Richard Caldwell like it was a sport. Thoughts, King? Still proud of your boy? The internet smelled blood and feasted. Ryan didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just sat on the marble floor and felt 30 years of identity evaporate in one click. And right then, something darker than pain was born. Because once you see the truth in black and white DNA, you can never unsee it. Once you know the man you worshipped is a stranger, every memory becomes evidence in a trial you never agreed to. Most men will live their entire lives and never dare open this envelope. They'll die clueless, smiling at funerals, toasting to a bloodline that was never real. Ryan didn't have a choice. Kayla handed him the blade, and that 0% just carved him into someone the old Ryan would be terrified to meet. You're still breathing right now, which means you still have time to find your own 0, or keep pretending. Your call. But once you see what Ryan saw, there is no going back. Ever. Kayla didn't slip up, she executed. 2 days after the birthday video went viral, Ryan's lawyer pulled the trust documents. Page 47, Clause 9b. In the event any beneficiary is proven to be non-biological issue of Richard Caldwell, said beneficiary is immediately disqualified from all inheritance, present and future. Translation: the second Ryan's DNA hit 0%, he lost everything. The Newport Beach compound, the commercial portfolio worth $187 million, the $14 million personal trust that was supposed to vest on his 30th birthday, exactly 11 months away. All of it reroutes straight to the only remaining biological child, Kayla. Then the group chat leaked, a private trend called Caldwell Kids, just her and 3 sorority sisters. Screenshot timestamped the night of the party. Kayla. It's done. He opened it on camera. 23andMe ships tomorrow. Friend. You're actually doing it? Kayla. Watch. Once he's out, the entire estate is mine. 14 million liquid plus the beach house. Dad can't change it now.
Mom made it ironclad before she died. I just handed Ryan the rope and he hung himself on live stream. I'm getting everything. Another message, 3:12 a.m. Feeling zero guilt. He's been coasting on my birth rate for 29 years. Time to take what's mine. That's not a prank. That's premeditated murder with a birthday bow on it. Kayla weaponized a $99 spit kit to legally assassinate her own brother for 8 figures. She smiled while she did it. She toasted with champagne while the internet tore him apart. And the sickest part? She almost pulled it off perfectly. If that leaked chat doesn't make your stomach turn, you're dead inside. Because every single one of you watching has a Kayla in your circle. Someone who smiles at Thanksgiving while sharpening the knife for your plate. Someone who will burn your entire world down for a bigger slice. Ryan trusted blood. Caleb proved blood will gut you faster than any enemy ever could. $14 million. That's what your sister values your life at. Maybe less. Sleep tight.
Ryan didn't wait for an explanation. He hired a private investigator, strapped a 4K body cam under his jacket, and walked straight into Richard Caldwell's corner office overlooking the Pacific. 58-year-old Richard, tanned, silver-haired, still wearing the same Rolex he bought the day Ryan was born, looks up from his desk and smiles like nothing happened. Ryan doesn't speak. He just places the printed 23andMe report in the center of the mahogany desk, the one with the screaming red 0%. The smile dies. Richard's face drains so fast the tan turns gray. His hands start shaking. He tries to stand. Legs betray him. Sits back down hard. Ryan finally opens his mouth. 29 years, Dad. Explain. Richard stares at the paper like it's radioactive. He opens his mouth, closes it, opens it again. Then the sentence slips out, low, almost a whisper, but the mic catches every syllable. I always knew this day would come. He doesn't deny it, doesn't fight it, doesn't even try to hug him or fake tears. He just grabs his keys and walks out, past the assistants, past the framed family photos in the hallway, out the glass doors and into the parking garage like a ghost leaving his own life. That was it. No, I can explain. No, you'll always be my son. Just the confession he'd been carrying for 30 decades, finally ripped out by a piece of paper. Ryan stood there alone in that office and felt the last thread snap. The man who taught him how to tie a tie, how to close a deal, how to be a man, just admitted he'd been acting the entire time. And every single one of you watching this, one day you're going to walk into a room with your own envelope. You're going to look the king in the eye and watch his kingdom crumble in real time. Some of you will hear those exact words. I always knew this day would come. And when you do, you'll finally understand why trust is the most dangerous drug on the planet. Because fathers lie, empires lie. Even the throne you were born to sit on can be pulled out from under you with one sentence. Ryan got his truth on camera. You might not be that lucky. Ryan didn't cry. He didn't post sob stories. He went full predator. First move, he overnighted Kayla her own 23andMe kit with a note that simply read, "Your turn. Return address, his lawyer's office." She opened it on her Ring camera. Face went white, threw it in the trash. He already had a court order forcing her to swab within 72 hours or face contempt. Second move, private investigator on her 24/7. Tale in Miami last week caught her bragging at Live nightclub that Ryan's finished, I'm buying a yacht in 30 days. Photos, videos, receipts, everything timestamped and sealed for court. Third move, the lawsuit dropped yesterday morning in Orange County Superior Court. Case number just went public. Ryan is suing Kayla for intentional infliction of emotional distress, fraud, and tortious interference with inheritance. If he wins, and every lawyer on the internet says he will, she loses every single cent of the $14 million the second it vests. It all reroutes to him, plus punitive damages that could hit 8 figures. The hearing is set 14 days from today.
14 days until Kayla walks in as a multimillionaire and walks out legally broke. Ryan didn't just wake up. He became the final boss. And when that gavel drops, the same girl who laughed while she buried him alive is going to be on her knees begging for mercy that will never come. You're watching the greatest revenge arc on the internet right now. In exactly 14 days, the coffin closes. Stay subscribed because when that verdict hits, this channel drops the full courtroom footage first. Miss it and you miss the most satisfying payback of the decade.
Ryan didn't stop at one test. He went deeper, sent his raw DNA to a private lab that cross-references against every database on Earth. Results came back 48 hours ago. Top line, 99.9998% match to Victor Langford, Richard's business partner, the silent billionaire who died in a helicopter crash last year. Net worth at death, $1.4 billion. No will ever found. No known children. Estate frozen in probate. Until now. Victor Langford is Ryan's real father, which means Ryan isn't just cut out of $14 million. He's the sole blood heir to $87 million in liquid assets plus 52% ownership of the development company Richard only ever had 48% of. Kayla didn't disinherit her brother. She accidentally handed him an empire upgrade worth 6 times what she was trying to steal. She gift-wrapped the proof that turns Ryan from bastard to majority owner overnight. One smirk, one joke, and she just made the man she tried to destroy richer than she'll ever be in 10 lifetimes. The universe doesn't do karma, it does irony on a demonic level. And the best part? She still has no idea. She's out there celebrating while the guillotine she built is about to drop on her own neck. Sleep on that tonight. Fast forward 90 days. Ryan steps out of the Maybach in a midnight blue Brioni suit that costs more than most men make in a year. No security, doesn't need it anymore. Walks straight into the glass tower that has Richard Caldwell's name on it. For now. Boardroom doors swing open. 12 old men in custom Keaton stand up out of respect. They never gave him before. Ryan doesn't sit at the end. He takes the head. Slides the paternity affidavit across the table like it's the deed to the world. Richard is there, ghost white again. Kayla dragged in behind him, mascara already running. Ryan leans back, voice calm. Meeting's over. New owner in the room. Cut to Kayla outside the gates an hour later, pounding on the intercom, screaming his name, while private security just smiles and hits the lock button. That's the scene playing out in real life right now. And that's the scene you're going to live one day. The one where every person who laughed, who doubted, who called you a mistake, watches you take everything while they beg through the glass. That's not a dream. That's your future once you stop trusting and start owning the truth. Feel it. Live it. Because Ryan just proved it's real. If you're sitting there thinking this can't happen to me, congratulations. You're already the joke at someone else's table. Your sister, your parents, your wife. Someone in that house is banking on the fact that you'll stay too scared, too comfortable, or too loyal to ever demand proof. Ryan thought the same thing. Now he's about to collect $87 million while Kayla watches from the street. The link is in the description. Use code MISTAKE for 30% off before they force 23andMe to pull it. Order the kit tonight. Film their faces when you hand it over. Because the second you hold the truth in your hands, they can never control you again. Do it right now, or keep living as another man's mistake forever. Your move.